Bangladesh women began T20 World Cup mission with victory against Scotland. Grameen Kalyan exonerated from paying Taka 666 crore. House of Mirror matches fully with victims' narration. Cyber Security Act to be abolished, says law advisor. Mahmudur Rahman gets bail. Israel intensifies strike in Beirut, 6 killed. Those were the headlines. You're watching ATN News. Good evening, viewers. I'm Rubaba Ahmed with English Buletin. Now the details. Viewers, we are starting the bulletin with the news of ICC Women's T20 World Cup. Bangladesh have defeated Scotland by 16 runs in the Women's T20 World Cup opener in Sharjah. With this one, the Tigresses got a victory after 10 years break. To chase the 120-run winning target set by Bangladesh, Scotland women managed to score 103 runs, losing 7 wickets. Sarah Bryce scored highest 49 runs off 52 balls for Scotland. For Bangladesh, Ritumoni bagged 2 wickets. Earlier in the day, after winning toss, Bangladesh elected to bat first and scored 119 runs, losing 7 wickets. Bangladesh scored 26 runs in the opening partnership. Sobhana Mustari and Shathirani made a 42-run partnership. Sobhana made the highest 36 runs, while Shathi made 29 runs. Captain Nigar Sultana Jyoti played her 100th T20 match as the first Bangladeshi woman. With her 19 runs, Bangladesh finally made 119 runs. Now moving on to other news. Meeting of the Advisory Council took place at the office of the Chief Advisor in capital's Tejka on Thursday. Chief Advisor Dr. Mohammad Yunus chaired the meeting. The meeting started at 11:30 a.m. and continued for 2 hours. The Advisory Council discussed about Chief Advisor's dialogue with the political parties that will start from Saturday. Besides, the Council also talked about present progress of the reform councils and steps undertaken for improvement of law and order across the country. The Advisory Council has already sent invitation letters to political parties ahead of Saturday's dialogue. Chief Advisor Dr. Mohammad Yunus will exchange views with the delegation of political parties in the dialogue. The members of the Advisory Council will also join the dialogue. Grameen Kalyan of Dr. Mohammad Yunus will not have to pay the tax of Taka 666 crore. A bench of Justice Muhammad Khurshid Alam Sharkar and Justice Shardar Muhammad Rashid Jahangir issued the order on Thursday. Earlier, the National Board of Revenue filed a writ against Grameen Kalyan, headed by Dr. Yunus, seeking Taka 666 crore income tax for 5 years, starting from 2012 to 2013. The Appellant Division ordered High Court to settle the writ of NBR within 3 months in an order on March 11 this year. Khbor, the House of Mirror, has matched fully with the narration given by the victims. Probe Commission on Enforced Disappearance made the observation at a press conference at its office in capital's Gulshan Avenue on Thursday. 75 victims, including former Brigadier General Abdullah Hil Aman Azmi, former Lieutenant Colonel Hasinur Rahman and Hummam Kader Chaudhry, have given statement to the Commission. 400 complaints have so far been filed before the Commission in 13 working days. The Commission highlighted the challenges before it. It said the members of the Commission who had visited the House of Mirror on September 25th had found out some evidences have already been destroyed. The Commission also clarified its position that it would do if the accused persons of enforced disappearance remain at large. Cybersecurity Act will be abolished indefinitely. Laws Affairs Advisor Asif Nazrul made the disclosure on Thursday. He, however, said whether it will be abolished partially or fully, that will be decided after discussion. He said it will be done for the sake of safety of the citizens. The Law Affairs Advisor made the remarks at a views exchange on amendment of Cybersecurity Act 2023. Now the Director General of Border Guard Bangladesh has raised question how the former minister and lawmakers had crossed the border of the country illegally. The DG of BGB, Major General Ashrafuzzaman Siddiqui, asked the question at a press conference at the BGB headquarters on Thursday afternoon. After the Student People Movement, many former ministers, lawmakers and leaders and activists of Awami League, even former justices, were arrested by BGB while trying to flee throughout the borders. The BGB DG said many people had fled the country after August 5th. BGB has a list of them. Senior Joint Secretary General of BNP Ruhul Kabir Rizvi has called upon the interim government to give polls after finishing the emergency reforms quickly. He made the call while visiting the families of Kota movement martyrs Ahmed and Masood Rana on Thursday. He said the situation will be more complicated if Awami League got resurrected. The BNP leaders handed over financial assistance to the families of the martyrs. Ruhul Kabir Rizvi was flanked by several other leaders of the party. The BNP leaders at the time promised the families of the martyrs, BNP will always remember those who have sacrificed their lives in safeguarding democracy. Later talking to the journalist, Rizvi said, reforms will have to be finished quickly and democracy will have to be ensured. Now a short break. We will be back soon with Mahmudur Rahman gets bail. Israel intensifies strikes in Beirut, 6 killed. You're watching ATN News. This is English Bulletin. Editor of Daily Amar Desh, Mahmudur Rahman, has been granted bail in former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's son Sajib Wajid Joy abduction and murder attempt case. Earlier, he was sent to jail after making surrender before the court on Sunday. The court denied a bail petition filed by the counsel of Mahmudur Rahman on condition of filing an appeal. Taka's additional Chief Metropolitan Magistrate Asaduzzaman Noor handed down 7 years rigorous imprisonment to Amar Desh editor Mahmudur Rahman and journalist Shafiq Rehman in a verdict pronounced on August 17th last year in the case filed over Sajib Wajid Joy abduction and murder attempt case. Now news around the world. Israel intensified airstrikes targeting Lebanon's central Beirut. The strike have killed at least 6 people overnight, at least 8 others wounded in the incident. Hezbollah fighters and Israeli troops are engaged in fierce fighting in southern Lebanon. Lebanon's health ministry said a further 46 people were killed and 85 injured in Israeli attacks across Lebanon in previous attacks of Israel. Beirut's southern suburbs reduced to rubble by Israeli overnight strikes Wednesday. Loud blasts have been heard as 3 missiles hit Lebanon's southern suburb of Dahiyeh. However, ground incursion has stalled as Israel claimed at least 8 of its soldiers have been killed in ambush in Lebanon.
Its troops in border villages, armed group, but Hezbollah says it's...
Viewers, we will take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching English Bulletin. U.S. President Joe Biden said he does not support any potential Israeli retaliatory strike on Iranian nuclear sites. As responding recent Iranian attack, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu asserted that Iran will face harsh consequences. Biden made his comment following the heightened tensions between Iran and Israel after Tuesday's Iranian attack in Israel with around 180 missiles. Israel therefore said the missiles were mostly repelled by its missile defense system, while with emphasis added, former Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett called for Israel to act now against Iran's nuclear program. He wrote on the X post, "This opportunity must not be missed and Israel must act to destroy Iran's central energy facilities and to fatally cripple this regime." Therefore, responding to reporters Wednesday during the trip to tour hurricane battered in North Carolina, Biden said he would not support any attack on Iran's nuclear facilities. Before ending the bulletin, the top stories once again. Bangladesh women began T20 World Cup mission with victory against Scotland. Grameen Kalyan exonerated from paying Taka 666 crore. House of Mirror matches fully with victim's narration. Cyber Security Act to be abolished, says law advisor. Mahmudur Rahman gets bail. Israel intensifies strike in Beirut, 6 killed. That's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for being with us.